Hi, I'm Kelsey from poofycheeks.com. I've been sharing free cut files for Silhouette and Cricut, as well as DIY and craft tutorials on my website for over 10 years. I'm going to show you how to prep your epoxy resin tumblers today. I've already pre-recorded myself outside prepping the tumblers, but I'm going to do a voiceover because there was lots of noise, birds chirping, and people mowing their lawns. I want to make sure you guys don't miss anything. First though, let's talk about the supplies we need to prep our tumblers. I built a stand for all my tumblers out of a scrap piece of 2x4 wood, and then I used a paddle bit along with my drill, and I made holes into the 2x4. I took PVC pipes and some spare old dollar store pool noodles, and I glued those onto the end, and that's how I hold my cups when I'm turning them to spray paint and to prep them. So today I have 3 different cups that I'm going to prep. This is a brand new cup that I got. It came like this, and it had this black foam part on the bottom, and it said do not microwave, blah blah blah, hand wash. Well, when I ordered it, I didn't realize that was going to come on here. So what I did was I picked as much off as I could just with my fingers, but it left a black residue. So then what I did is I sprayed it with Goo Gone, let it sit, and used my fingernails and a paper towel to just wipe off what I could. If these were going to be glittered tumblers, I wouldn't be so concerned, but I actually am doing the wood grain tumblers with these. So I kind of need to get all that off because it's just going to be spray painted. I think what I've done so far is probably pretty good. Once I spray paint it, do the wood grain look, and then a couple coats of epoxy, I don't think you're going to notice anything. But I do want it to look as best I can. So we have that cup, then we have this cup. It's a 20 ounce Built brand from Walmart, and I bought it purple. The design is actually going to be with purple glitter, so I'm just going to hit it with a couple coats of this purple spray paint. And I've already gone ahead and I've sanded it using 600 grit sandpaper. It's a wet dry sandpaper, so that's why it kind of looks scuffed up. The third cup is an old Yeti cup that a friend gave me to redo. So it had a University of Miami sticker on it. I took that off. It had something else on it, I think too. So we took the stickers off, again, sanded it with the 600 grit sandpaper. After I sand with the sandpaper, then I wipe with a wet paper towel just to get any of the metallic residue off. Just gonna hit it. You will smell like that metallic-y smell, which I'm not fond of. So it is best, I brought it over here. To be extra cautious, wearing the 3M mask and the gloves when you're sanding. Also, definitely want to be wearing it when you are using epoxy. You can see it just kind of scuffing it up, and what that's going to do, it's going to give it a little texture so that when we spray paint, the spray paint has something to hold on to. Then I want to get this bottom part really well to see if I can get any more of that residue off. Actually, it's coming off pretty good with that sandpaper. Once you're done with the sandpaper, you're going to take a wet paper towel, wipe that tumbler all over to get any sandpaper residue off of it. I then put the cup onto the wand that I've made using the PVC pipe and the pool noodle. Take any jewelry off, definitely going to be taking my watch off, and then putting a pair of gloves on so that way any overspray doesn't end up all over my hand, because I've walked around with spray painted hands before. So for these cups, the first one's gonna be spray painted plain white. I'm gonna do an ombre green and orange on the other, and purple spray paint on the third cup.
One last thing I like to do before I spray paint is I like to take blue tape and line the inside of the cup, because I have had times where I've gone to spray paint the cup and I've finished and then noticed that there's spray paint down in the cup. So once I tape off this edge, I will keep this tape on here all the way through the first couple coats of epoxy, and then I remove it before the final coat of epoxy, just so that I can make sure all the edges and the lip are nicely covered. And so that also prevents epoxy from possibly running over and into your cup. Okay, so we have that. Okay, then we're gonna hit it with this purple spray paint. I just looked back at the picture the customer sent me, and they actually want the cup to be white and then go into purple. So this is gonna be an ombre cup. I'm gonna start with the white because it's easier to do purple over white than white over purple. You just want to do like short, quick bursts, especially with ombre. Going straight across the cup. I'm probably going to do the purple right to here, so I just want to go probably up to the middle. And now we're gonna let that baby dry. Meanwhile, we're gonna do the orange and green ombre on this last cup. Shake those babies up.
So now this green and orange ombre cup is done. It looks so good. I'm gonna set it here and let it dry. Once you've finished spray painting your cups, that's basically the end of prepping your epoxy cup. The next step is gonna be that you'll either go straight into applying the epoxy over the spray paint, or you're going to apply glitter, or you can go ahead and do the wood grain effect, which I'm going to do on one of these. I already have a tutorial up on how to apply the wood grain to the tumblers, so I will link that down in the description. But meanwhile, go ahead, click the thumbs up button if this video helped you or you like this video, and subscribe so that you can see all of our new videos. I thank you guys so much for watching, and if there's anything else you want to see on these epoxy tumblers, go ahead and leave that in the comments so that we can do a tutorial on that as well. The next step is going to be applying the epoxy and doing epoxy glitter. So I will be doing a full video on how I mix the epoxy coming up next.